Coming to you live from our Auckland Park studios, this is Prime News on SABC 3. Here are the top stories.
We might have reached a stage where we are unable to persuade the South African Communist Party from its decision of not contesting the elections.
The ANC has thrown in the towel in trying to persuade the SACP not to contest the upcoming local government elections.
This number 22 until this number 24 in custody, no bail.
2 of the 24 illegal miners that were arrested at the Sheba gold mine on Monday have been released on bail by the Barberton Magistrates Court in Mpumalanga.
Next few years I'm going to have to be consistent and still improve a lot, because I did win the gold, but you guys saw how close it was.
And South Africa's new world champion, Peter Kutsa, believes the 100 meters backstroke world record is within his reach. A hearty hello to you from the Prime News Corner. This is your 8 o'clock news bulletin, and I am your host, Beki Mutubomulete. We're here to bring you the latest updates from around the globe. And without wasting any time, let's get into the leading stories of the day. The ANC has thrown in the towel in trying to persuade the SACP not to contest the upcoming local government elections. The party says it will review the SACP's participation in its election campaigns and events if it insists on going it alone. This includes its strategy and tactics, as well as the selection process of councillors. The ANC's National Executive Committee has also resolved to expand the Government of National Unity to include other political formations that are waiting at the door.
The ANC has reached a crossroads over the South African Communist Party's intent to contest the upcoming local government elections. ANC Secretary General Fikile Mbalula says it appears that they failed to convince the communists not to be on the ballot paper. Relations in the tripartite alliance are seemingly at an all-time low, with the SACP adamant that it will contest future elections independently.
We might have reached a stage where we are unable to persuade the South African Communist Party from its decision of not contesting the elections. And we believe as the ANC that will weaken the National Democratic Revolution.
Organizationally, the ANC has been holding regional conferences across the country, but many have been marred by disputes and court litigation.
This year we expect 45 out of our 52 regions to hold conferences by December 2025, which is a cut-off date as we focus on the local government elections.
The ANC-NEC has also resolved to reconfigure the Provincial Executive Committee of the Western Cape. The ANC membership is now sitting at 1.5 million members verified in the system. On governance, the ANC has resolved to broaden the Government of National Unity.
The NEC resolved to reset the GNU and mandated the officials to engage with current GNU partners to broaden participation.
Samkele Masego, SABC News, Johannesburg.
Thank you.
The Gauteng High Court in Pretoria has heard that the families and survivors of the apartheid-era gross human rights violations should not have to wait for the pending outcome of the Commission's findings before pursuing their cases. This comes after President Cyril Ramaphosa turned to the court seeking a stay of the matter pending the outcome of the Commission of Inquiry. This is opposed by the families and survivors who charge that they want to pursue this matter while they are still alive.
The families and survivors of apartheid-era gross human rights violations are forging ahead with their bid for constitutional damages for what they term as the state's failure to investigate and prosecute TRC cases, charging that they have a right to have this case determined while they are still alive.
The passage of time between the establishment of a commission and any ultimate action to address the applicant's needs is likely to be lengthy and one fraught with many uncertainties. And the applicants can't be expected to put their case on hold in the hope that the Commission will finalize its proceedings speedily. All of these uncertainties will be resolved.
President Ramaphosa and the government, however, are seeking a stay of the matter pending the outcome of a Commission of Inquiry which is set to probe the subject matter and bring the facts to light.
this. There is a convenient way out of this. And the way out of this is to have the Commission take evidence, make its findings.
A call which was supported by the NPA, who filed a confirmatory affidavit in the matter to the same effect.
Of course, the delay is regrettable, but we take the view that you can't have a situation where the Commission of Inquiry will be ventilating the same allegations that have been made in respect of this main application, in respect of which orders are sought based on the same allegations.
Judgment was reserved. Kani Mapanga, SABC News, Pretoria.
Also on our radar, 2 of the 24 illegal miners that were arrested at the Sheba gold mine on Monday have been released on bail by the Barberton Magistrates Court in Mpumalanga. The group briefly appeared in court and their matter has been postponed to next week Wednesday for the appointments of legal representation and profiling.
Appearance in court. The group was arrested on Monday at the Sheba gold mine. While some requested to use the services of legal aid, majority opted for private legal representation. One suspect claimed his passport is in Soweto. The South African nationals provided their identity documents and addresses.
This is remanded until the 13th of August. 13 August 2025 for your attorneys and profiling. Accused number 1 until accused number 19, accused number 22 until accused number 24 in custody, no bail. Accused number 20 and 21 in custody, your bail is fixed at 2,000 rand each, normal bail conditions, meaning that on the 13th of August 2025, you must be at court. Failure to do so, a warrant for your arrest will be authorized and you'll be arrested.
The police say operations at the mine are still being monitored.
With regard to today, in terms of if we've got other illegal miners surfacing from the ground, up to so far we received nothing from that side. So, but we keep on monitoring that space until we are given information that might change that.
The 30 illegal miners that were arrested on Tuesday are expected to make their appearance at the Barberton Magistrates Court on Thursday. Nhlanhla Jale, SABC News, Barberton, Mpumalanga.
Welcome back to Prime News. The bail application of Gatis Kgomotso has been postponed to the 15th of August at the Alexandra Magistrates Court, north of Johannesburg. Molefe was arrested in connection with the murder of Oupa John Sefoka, popularly known as DJ Sambodi, and 2 of his bodyguards. His defense has called on the court to release him on bail, claiming that he's not a flight risk, that he will not interfere with any state witnesses or any evidence which may be presented during the trial.
I respectfully submit that I'm not a flight risk, that I do not constitute a threat in any way to any of the witnesses or to the evidence or to the finalisation of the criminal investigation against me. I further submit that exceptional circumstances exist in the totality of my factual situation, and more especially the circumstances of my arrest, the inherent weakness of the case against me as evidence from the J50 affidavit, together with my personal circumstances, which is fixed and of such a nature that it is inherently improbable that I would flee.
His personal right must give way to safety of the public and the proper functioning of the criminal justice system. In conclusion, I respectfully believe that the applicants failed to discharge burden of proof as required by Section 60, subsection 11, and Schedule 6 to be released on bail. There are no exceptional circumstances apparent from their affidavit indicating why he should be released on bail.
In our next story, 10 Ekurhuleni law enforcement officers accused of theft during a raid have been granted bail of 1,500 rand each at the Germiston Magistrates Court east of Johannesburg. The group, made up of Ekurhuleni Metro Police and Tsakani SABC members, were arrested on duty earlier this week. The arrest follows allegations that during a raid in Edenvale in June, they stole over 150,000 rands worth of cigarettes and 35,000 in cash from a local shop owner.
Is that all of you, accused number 1 to 10, do not have any kind of contact with the complainant in this matter, one Mr. Mohammed, until this matter is finalized. You are not allowed to enter his shop or his place of residence if that is known to you, or until this matter is finalized. The third condition is that none of you is allowed to leave the province of Gauteng unless it is job related, whereupon in that instance you'll have to give your instructions or proof thereof to the investigating officer, and that will also that condition will also remain until the matter is finalized.
The state, in the case of 6 men standing trial for the alleged murder of 18 people at Ngobozwana village in Lusikisiki, called 2 witnesses to give evidence today. SABC News reporter Fundiswa Mhlekude filed the following report.
The state called in 2 witnesses to take the stand, the first one being the mother of Ruth King, who is also among the deceased in the Lusikisiki and Ngobozwana massacre, who detailed how she found her daughter lying in a pool of blood. She first mentioned that as they were sleeping in that house, she heard many people coming inside, some of them kicking the door open, and then they started shooting at the room where her daughter Ruth was sleeping. And she said that she heard her daughter call her name, crying "Mama, Mama," before she went silent as the gunshot kept being fired. And the second witness is also a survivor who lost his wife in that massacre, and he told the court how he found many bodies inside the house where the massacre took place.
It was a bit of an emotional day today in court, because having family members having to relive that day could not be easy. Even on the benches, you could see some people wiping their tears because of what they were hearing, what was happening in court.
That was Mr. David King, the spokesperson for the affected families of the deceased, and the court has just been postponed until tomorrow morning at 10, and we expect that the next witness, or rather the third witness, will be called to take the stand.
Thank you for staying with us. The Northwest Provincial Authorities want the national government to invoke Section 139 of the Constitution on the troubled Lichtenburg-based Ditsobotla local municipality. The municipality is currently under mandatory intervention by the provincial government in accordance with Section 139 of the Constitution.
The provincial government's interventions at the municipality for over 10 years have failed to solve the problems. The situation continued to deteriorate over the years, with the municipality facing challenges like financial mismanagement and political instability, which led to a collapse in basic services. The long-standing political instability has on several occasions led to the municipality having 2 mayors, 2 speakers and 2 municipal managers. In a 10-year period, audits from the 2010, 2011 to 2020, 2021 financial years, Ditsobotla had a disclaimer on its reports for 9 years. Northwest Cocta MEC has acknowledged that their interventions have failed to improve the situation, hence they want the national intervention to step in.
National government must invoke Section 1397 and send an administrator from national, because from the province we have dissolved the municipality, we have sent the PER, we have done everything. Now you need to send the national government need to move in. But when the national government moves in, like I said, don't bring an individual to say no, he or she must come and be a municipal manager and accounting officer. Bring the team, bring the resources, bring everybody so that you can address the problem.
Molapisi has also stressed that they are not intending to dissolve any municipality in the province.
Where we are not considering dissolving any municipality, no matter or whatever the problems that are there. Intervention would come as the last resort.
Earlier this year, the ANC in Northwest proposed that the Ditsobotla local municipality be dissolved and all its areas incorporated into nearby municipalities. Thabiso Moss, SABC News, Mahikeng.
The sports world is on fire, and so is South Africa's new world champion, Pieter Kutse, who believes that the 100 meters backstroke world record is within his reach. The 21-year-old from Pretoria became only the second South African swimmer to win 3 medals at a World Aquatics Championship. He won gold in 100 meters backstroke and wants to dominate over that distance, heading into the 2028 Los Angeles Olympic Games. The world record is also within his sights.
The world's 100 meters backstroke champion won 3 of the 4 medals for Team South Africa at the recent World Aquatics Championships in Singapore. He finished joint second in the men's 50 meters backstroke final in an African record to win his 3rd medal of the championships on the final day of the competition. The University of Pretoria student also claimed a silver medal in the 200 meters backstroke in a new national and continental record.
I definitely did hold back quite a bit, especially in the 200. I almost missed out in the semi-final by like 0.04. I could have gotten 17. So that kind of helped me because I kind of woke up after that and I said, okay, maybe I was not chill that much in the heats.
There's no doubt that the 21-year-old Kgomotso has the world at his feet. And with coach Rocco Mering, their next major goal is the Los Angeles Olympic Games in 2028. The parents couldn't be prouder.
We're so grateful that all his hard work could come to this. I think if you saw photographs of me at the moment he won the gold, I was crying non-stop.
You see how much they put in, and then to have the privilege of seeing it come together and realizing a dream, it's a very emotional experience from a parent's point of view.
His immediate focus now shifts to next year's Commonwealth Games to be staged in Scotland. Mduduzi Ndlovu, SABC News, Kempton Park.
Now on to the cricket pitch. The wicket-keeper and the opening batter of the South African cricket team, Ryan Rickleton, says beating Australia in the World Test Championship final has instilled plenty of belief within his team and also the wider cricketing landscape in the country. The Proteas are preparing for the start of the T20 International Series against Australia, which will begin in Darwin in the Northern Territory on Sunday.
The Proteas aim to use this tour of Australia wisely, and that means taking advantage of playing against quality opposition by getting a key player such as Ryan Rickleton used to what is expected of him in the T20 format.
I'm still trying to, I guess, establish myself in the T20 side from my own personal point of view. Luckily enough, there is experience around me within T20 eyes, such as to Aiden and Rassie.
The Proteas will play Australia in Darwin in the remote Northern Territory. The whole of this white ball tour will be off the beaten track. After Darwin, the team moves to Cairns and then to Mackay. Rickleton, a student of the game, is a bit gutted he won't get to the famous cricket grounds Australia has in abundance just yet.
I've never been here. It's my first time to Australia actually as well, so my first time playing cricket here too. I always knew it was up north. I had a friend that lived up here for a bit, so yeah, different part of the world I guess. Quite a unique little place, lots of different things to do.
Every T20 international played by the Proteas for the rest of the year is with a view to getting the squad sorted for the World Cup in India and Sri Lanka in February. Simon Burke, SABC News.
The forecast is looking cloudy with a high chance of insight from our expert weather team. They are on standby with all of the details coming up next.
Thank
Thank you very much and a very warm welcome to the weather desk. Let's take a look at those conditions over the country. We do expect some cloudy conditions as we move towards the interior of the Northern Cape, stretching into parts of the Western Cape, with a 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms showers expected for tonight because of a trough that will be coming in over the interior of the Northern Cape. For tomorrow, we see rainy conditions over Gauteng. It is scattered showers and thunderstorms showers over Gauteng, Limpopo, Mpumalanga, and also Free State. Also, as we move towards the coast over KwaZulu-Natal, those scattered showers are expected for tomorrow. Now, looking at our warnings for tonight, it is a level 1 warning of some damaging waves as we move towards the coast and also over that interior of the country. Severe thunderstorms are predicted for today. For tomorrow, that cut-off low expected over most of the central parts of the country. That is why we do expect a level 3 warning of severe thunderstorms as we move into Gauteng, Limpopo, and also Mpumalanga. Remember, those severe thunderstorms can be accompanied by a large amount of small hail, heavy downpours which can lead to flooding, and also possibilities of some strong winds over those areas. For tonight, it is still freezing over Sandland with a low of -6, over Bloemfontein 8 as we move into Pretoria. Now, looking at our provinces in detail, we start off Gauteng. 15 will be your average over Fernandel, stretching all the way into Johannesburg. Pretoria, meaning that it's going to be a cold day because we do have those rainy conditions that are coming in, and also we do expect windy conditions over Gauteng for tomorrow. Limpopo, 60% chance of showers and thunder showers for tomorrow. Cool conditions over Polokwane, the high of 18. Moving into Mpumalanga, similar conditions to Limpopo. It is going to be a cool day and cold in places over Emelo, the high of 12. 14 over Emalahleni and also Middelburg. KwaZulu-Natal for tomorrow, as we move towards the coast, it is scattered showers and thunder showers over Durban and Richards Bay. As we move into that interior, just isolated as we move into Pietermaritzburg, we're expecting a high of 16. Eastern Cape for tomorrow, snowfalls expected over Maletswai, stretching into Lesotho with a high of 14 for tomorrow, but only on the high-lying areas of Maletswai is where the snowfalls is expected, with East London peaking at 19, Kabega at a high of 20. And moving towards the Western Cape for tomorrow, it is going to be a chilly day as we move into Cape Town with a high of 16, Fernandel peaking at 19. The Northern Cape for tomorrow, it is freezing overnight over Sandland. We're expecting a high of 13 for tomorrow. Kuruman and Kimberley, a high of 16. Moving towards the central parts of the country, Free State also expecting a cool day with a 60% chance of showers and thunder showers for tomorrow. Bloemfontein at 16, with the Swaziland peaking at 14. And last, over the Northwest Province for tomorrow, it is also going to be a cold day over that province. 17 with Mahikeng and Rustenburg. Tosca at a maximum of 18. That's all the weather I have for you. Stay tuned.
Broadcasts may end, but the impact remains. We thank you for choosing Prime News on 3. Do join us again tomorrow evening, same time, same place. Until then, from myself, Becky, and the team, stay ahead and good night.